fact, a group of my spiritual practitioners were graduating from their particular class, and this has something to do with spiritual healing, Dr. Mary, and I was going around the room before they were about to take their written and ultimately their oral examinations. And I said, does anyone have any prayer requests? Anybody want us to hold you in prayer for anything? And people had different things they wanted to be held in prayer about. And one lady raised her hand and she said, Dr. Beckwith, I'm on the list to receive a kidney transplant. My kidneys do not work, and I'm waiting, and I have to go to dialysis almost every single day. And can you speak the word that this process can be speeded up and I can get a new kidney? And I said, Donna, that's beautiful, but why don't we heal the kidneys that you have? And she said, you don't understand the kind of dis-ease that I have. It's very rare, and doctors say that no one ever recovers from this kind of malady. And I said, why don't we try to heal the kidneys that you have? And she went on with her excuses and things of that particular nature. And I said, well, you have to wait for the kidney anyway, right? I mean, we have to wait anyway, right? And she said, yeah. I said, while we're waiting, why don't we see a different outcome? And so I gave her something to read that she had to read every single day, 3 times a day, to just penetrate that surface mind about the possibility of her body being healed. She had to read it every day. And then I had the class. I said, you know what enlightenment is? I said, enlightened people give thanks for what most people take for granted. I said, when you all woke up today and you used the restroom, you probably didn't give thanks for that. You probably just said, hey, I got to go to the bathroom, and that was it. I said, not anymore. I said, every time you have to relieve yourself, every time you have to go to the restroom, you're going to think of Donna. And you're going to give thanks that your kidneys work. You're going to give thanks that your internal organs are working. And as you're giving thanks for what most people are taking for granted, you're going to bless Donna. You're going to give thanks that Christ's presence within her is active, as wholeness and health, as the divine pattern that spawned her is activated. And so they both had their assignments to do. She had to read this material every day and see a different outcome. And we called it the PP prayer. Excuse me. But that's just what we called it. Praying while releasing. And so when it came time to take her oral examination, and we were going around the room, going into prayer, she said, Dr. Beckwith, my kidneys spontaneously started working. They're still working, and the doctor's going to operate on me to see why. Now, that was almost a year ago. She has not gone back to get an operation. She said no to that, and she's still walking around the church praying and peeing.